Hope you are enjoying your time. We are meeting again today to discuss another new development. Interestingly, one or two developments keep happening on a daily basis. So whenever I get a chance, I try to record these conversations and share with the larger community, as it is going to benefit all of you. So we have learned that Mr. Elon Musk has now filed a lawsuit against Sam Altman and OpenAI, the very startup which is in the forefront of many controversies and also the most valued AGI startup today. So the lawsuit has been filed by Elon because Elon, maybe 6 to 7 years ago, was one of the initial investors for OpenAI, which at that point of time started as a not-for-profit open company. Its name also suggests that. But a lot of things started changing as soon as Microsoft came into the picture, initially giving them $1 billion and then following up with $10 billion. And we already saw the saga. You can check out some of the initial podcasts that I had for last year when Sama was fired from his own company, then he was reinstated, and they reconstituted the board. So essentially, the lawsuit has been filed in a superior court in San Francisco, and Elon Musk is claiming that there is a breach of contract. The overall vision of the company, OpenAI, has been changed, and it should be just open and not for profit, and it should not focus primarily on areas of AGI, which will be detrimental to the humanity. This is what Elon Musk is saying. So on principle, if you read it, yeah, it looks like pretty fair. Like he was one of the early investors in the company, and the company's vision was to remain, open, a not-for-profit kind of an organization. But since Microsoft have come into the picture, it seems like that they are now trying to commercialize a lot of the work that they are doing, and its trajectory is basically turning towards trying to create AGI. And you can check another podcast where I had discussed about that Sam Altman is also on his way of trying to raise $7 trillion. I mean, nowadays, people are throwing trillions as if it's like petty change. We are living in very interesting times. At one end, there are so many layoffs that people are having tough time to even eat two square meals a day. And we have like founders and startup executives, etc., who are still thinking of raising billions and trillions of dollars. So from a Elon Musk perspective, it seems like a right thing to do because, of course, this was a like a not-for-profit startup. Their focus was to continue to elevate the use of AI and continue to innovate in that. But now their focus has shifted towards kind of monetizing it and kind of building commercial kind of success through it. So I think in his mind, probably Elon Musk has done the right thing. I think where this becomes basically quite interesting and funny as well, that Elon Musk has been proposing fully autonomous car for years now, actually several years now. And every time he proposes a timeline, he always fails. So he has been trying to bring this, AI to forefront in autonomous driving. By no means what he has done with Tesla is not a like a easy feat. So I'm not discrediting him with respect to what he has done in Tesla, making it a very big EV company. But again, on the AI front, Musk himself has been proven wrong multiple times. He has not been able to make an autonomous cars. All the earlier deadlines that he gave, they have way surpassed, and he has not delivered the products and the goods. And that reflects in, if you see the Tesla stock, it's very volatile, and it keeps going down, up, down quite a bit whenever he doesn't meet his expectations. If anything has to be said, you can also see his takeover of Twitter, now X. He basically was one of the early persons who laid off almost, I think, more than 50%. I think Some reports suggest that he has laid off like 80% of the people in Twitter. And you can see, I mean, while X continues to run, of course, but their valuation, their revenue, all those things have declined considerably since he has taken over. So again, you cannot claim that just because you are a rich person, just because you have built SpaceX and Tesla and other kind of things, you are a person who can basically run any company and do whatever you want. So I think, in essence, what I want to tell is that he is also a billionaire. So is Sam Altman. Of course, Sam Altman is much more smaller than Mr. Elon Musk, but both of them are rich guys, and basically it is corporate greed that is basically playing it out. So it's almost like, cat is calling the kettle black, while both of them only are self-serving. Both of them want to fill their own coffers, whether it is Sam Altman or Elon Musk. And it's quite funny, and in fact it's quite hilarious to think that they are going to now fight it out in the court battle. And both of them are ultimate capitalists, and they don't care about humanity or AGI or any of those things. Sam Altman is trying to make as much money as possible while the hype train of AI is there, and a lot of people are kind of backing him, which is what Elon Musk doesn't like, because it is he wants to launch AI, and he wants to get all the credit. Unfortunately, he's not getting those credits, and that's why he's basically getting a heartburn that how come somebody else is taking away the shine from him. So I think it is just a ego battle for me. This battle may not last. Actually, we'll see what happens, like the court case, as the facts of the matter are presented, and what ruling does the US courts actually deliver. But fact of the matter is this is just ego of rich people. They are trying to do things their way, and they think that they can claim anything, say anything, and there is going to be no accountability of whatever they say, whatever they do. But fact of the matter is, because we are in this age of social media, these news basically spread like wildfires, and we get to know about it. And thankfully enough that we are in an open society where we can basically opinion about some of these things that are happening, break it down into subsections, and then share it with the wider community. So that's my summary for today. Especially, I wanted to focus on what's going on in the U.S. market, and OpenAI always comes in the controversy. Elon Musk is another person who always creates controversy. So it is very important that we need to do fact check based upon specific agendas and things that they raise. I'm not claiming that whatever they have done is bad. So OpenAI has also done tremendous job in kind of launching chat gpt and pushing the boundaries of GPT-4, and now they're already working on GPT-5. So it is definitely useful thing, but the problem is still like, how do you basically use it in enterprises? How do you build guardrails? You can check another video of mine as well, where I specifically talked about the cons of using generative AI, and how if you don't put guardrails while you're trying to use generative AI, it can do you more harm than basically benefit. So uh, those guardrails have not been built yet. We don't know about the ethics piece yet, while the boundaries are being pushed on the generative AI front as well. And both Sam Altman and Elon Musk are trying to basically be the king of like the generative AI race, and that's why I think this basically court case, this lawsuit has been put forward. So as the time passes by, as the court proceedings start, we'll get to know what exactly happens. I already covered a case where New York Times had also sued basically OpenAI. And I think that case basically holds much more water, because it was around copyrights, that who owns the content, and unless they are being compensated, you cannot train your AI models based upon somebody else's published data. So that makes much more sense. I think this case also technically could be there, but I think it is more to do with Elon being like really hurt, in the sense that he thinks that he is not gaining all the likes of generative AI. It is Sam Altman taking over all the limelight. So it's more to do with greed and like jealousy, I think, rather than, because he actually could have done great on the autonomous driving, and you require a lot of AI there as well. But thus far, he has actually failed in that direction. But again, see, even though I'm saying both these gentlemen have failed in their direction, etc., but whatever these guys have achieved is by no means small, right? So even to achieve like start a like a company such as Tesla, or even like run a company like SpaceX is no mean feat, right? So by no means these guys are like small people. They are extremely hardworking, extremely intelligent. But I'm saying that even though they have those, similarly on Sam Altman side of things as well, building OpenAI and like running such a big company which has such a high valuation, and basically they have created an industry by itself. Right now basically everyone talks about OpenAI or generative AI, so they have brought it to the market. From that perspective, they are highly talented, they're smart, they're intelligent, they know how to monetize things, and they are people who are shakers of movers of the world, because everyone is talking about it, right? Just 2 years ago nobody even knew about generative AI, unless you were from you know research and development community. Now like even general public knows about chat GPT and things along those lines, right? So from that perspective they are pioneers in their own field. But again, none of them are like infallible, right? Even though they have achieved success in one direction, that doesn't mean that they would be successful all throughout the places, and they can have difficulties and things like that. So that's what I wanted to point it out in today's discussion, that individually both these Sam Altman as well as Elon Musk are like successful, but then they do have shortcomings, and we need to highlight those as well. So that was the subject of our discussion today. I hope you like it. Please do consider liking it, sharing it, and subscribing to this channel. Do write and let me know what are other topics you would like for me to discuss. I'll be more than happy to share them and discuss them. So long. Have a nice day. Take care and enjoy your time. We'll soon meet up in another conversation.